email deliverability, and email authentication. We'll look at emailing options in Zoho CRM, email deliverability. First, let's look at the email options within Zoho CRM. We can see 3 different cases with different results. If you want to send and receive emails in Zoho CRM and automatically link these emails with CRM's customer records, you'll have to configure your email account with IMAP. If you do not want to configure your email account, but you want to send emails from CRM, you can continue to send emails from CRM, but you'll not be able to read incoming emails in your CRM account. If you do not want to configure your email account in CRM, but you want to associate your email client's outgoing emails with customer records in CRM, you can use BCC Dropbox. However, you won't be able to see incoming emails. Before we begin to send emails from our CRM, it's important to understand that our emails should reach our recipients' inboxes. With emails, deliverability is critical to success. Your email might be delivered to the intended address, but the odds of it actually being opened are far lower if it lands in the spam folder and not in the inbox. Email deliverability focuses on best practices to ensure your emails end up in inboxes of your target audience. It maximizes your efforts so you're not wasting time sending emails that will never reach your audience. Email deliverability is the ability to deliver emails to your recipients' inboxes. It's affected by 3 main factors. Number 1, identification. Your recipient's ISP identifies your domain based on protocols. If your domain has a good reputation, your emails will reach your recipients' inboxes. Number 2, reputation. An IP address is a numeric label that uniquely identifies every sender source and essentially serves as the pipe through which email is sent to your list of recipients. To help reduce costs, an organization can share an IP address with other companies, some of which may have undesirable email practices. There's a possibility that your IP address and domain name could end up with a bad reputation due to others sharing your IP address. This undermines the reputation of your organization. Number 3, content. A big factor in email deliverability is sending relevant content that your subscribers want to read. Your subject line is the only thing your subscribers read before opening your email campaign. Ensure that you consciously avoid capitals and unnecessary prefixes. Another important thing we as senders must ensure is email authentication. Email authentication allows the mailbox provider to verify that an email comes from who it claims to be. If authentication fails, the emails are likely to be filtered as spam or rejected. You can see the basic flow of email authentication. 1. The sender composes an email and hits send, which causes the message to be transmitted to the sending mail server over the internet. 2. The sending mail server identifies the recipient, processes the message, constructs a message with headers, and sends a message to the recipient's mail server. 3. The receiving mail server processes the incoming message. It then queries the sender's DNS entry for the relevant authentication information, which it uses to validate the authentication. 4. The receiving mail server uses the authentication information to validate the incoming message. And 5. The receiver's backend processing combines the results of the authentication with any relevant reputation data and content filtering to determine whether the message will be delivered to the recipient's inbox or junk folder, or whether it will be blocked altogether. The recipient will be able to access the message the next time email status is updated, assuming it has not been blocked. To configure email authentication settings in Zoho CRM, you need to go to Setup and select Emails, and then configure the email authentication settings under Email Deliverability. Step 1. You need to add your company's domain or subdomain. In this example, you can see Amelia Burrows with the Zilker domain. Step 2. You need to identify the domain by entering verification code. This code will have been emailed to the address entered in Step 1. Step 3. Validate the records by adding the SPF and DKIM values in your domain's DNS settings. Let's look at the authentication standards supported by Zoho CRM. Number 1, DKIM, which stands for Domain Key Identified Mail. DKIM is used to ensure that the message has not been altered during transmission. A frequent rotation of DKIM keys is the most effective measure you can take to increase the security of DKIM authentication. So updating the DKIM keys once a year is strongly recommended. SPF, Sender Policy Framework, is an email authentication standard that compares the email sender's actual IP address to a list of IP addresses authorized to send mail from in that domain. Email Relay allows you to route emails through your company's email server while sending emails from Zoho CRM. Once the Relay server is set up, the sent emails will follow a path like this: Zoho CRM to Relay server to recipient. Some of the major benefits of using Email Relay are: if the emails are routed through the Relay server, you can always keep a backup of the emails on the server. You can run antivirus checks on emails that you send to your customers. Let's recall what we've learned so far. Email deliverability is the ability to deliver emails to a recipient's inbox. Zoho CRM provides email authentication standards that allow organizations to increase the trustworthiness of an email's origin when emails are sent from Zoho CRM using their domain. Email Relay allows you to route emails through your company's server while sending emails from Zoho CRM.